With its new software fixed to the MCAS or Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, the Boeing Company has tantamount to admitted fault for the horrific crashes of two of its new Boeing 737 MAX 8 jetliners over the past 5 months. MCAS is the prime culprit in the crash of an Indonesian Lion Air MAX 8 on October 29, 2018 and a similar plane flown by Ethiopian Airlines that crashed March 10. All 346 passengers and aircrew aboard both flights were killed. Aviation safety experts noted that MCAS automatically takes control of the plane, and pushes the nose of the plane lower, based on data from a single angle of attack sensor. They also said MCAS was installed aboard both ill-fated planes. The pilots on the Lion Air flight, however, didn't know it existed. The pilots on the Ethiopian Airlines flight were trained only briefly on MCAS using a flight simulator. All 4 pilots had no classroom training or hands-on experience with MCAS, or knew what to do in case the system malfunctioned. Boeing's software fix announced Tuesday boasted it has fixed MCAS. The update will ensure MCAS will now receive data from both AWI sensors, instead of just one. Boeing engineers said if both these AWI sensors disagree by more than 5.5 degrees, the MCAS system will be disabled and will not push the nose of the plane lower. Boeing will also add an indicator to the flight control display so pilots are aware of when the angle of attack sensors disagree. It will also boost training required for all 737 pilots so they are more fully aware of how MCAS works and how to disable it if they encounter an issue. "We're working with pilots and industry officials," claims Mike Sinnott, Boeing vice president. "We have 200 of them today in our Renton facility and we'll be spending time with them today to explain the updates we're making to the 737 MAX, to get their input and to earn their trust." Boeing plans to distribute the software updates by the end of this week. It also plans for enhanced pilot training for certification approval by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, FAA. The FAA's approval process was placed in serious doubt after both MAX 8 disasters, and is the subject of a Senate hearing Wednesday afternoon. Aviation industry officials believe it might take the FAA up to 2 weeks to certify the changes. Boeing will send the software update to customers after the FAA approves the fix. The fix will take a few days to install, but more time will be needed for training and testing. Workers stand under the wing of a Boeing 737 MAX airplane at the Boeing Renton factory in Renton, Washington on March 27, 2019. Boeing has released a fix to the MCAS system of its 737 MX 8 planes. Photo: Jason Redmond, AFP, Getty Images. The FAA and other regulators around the world will then need to approve the airworthiness and safety of the 737 MAX 8 before they approve flying the planes on commercial routes. Some analysts believe it might take a minimum of 6 weeks and up to 12 weeks before the grounded jets take the skies again. But there still remains the issue of pilot confidence in this elite aircraft.